Muy buenas, hinchas. Em, Quiero repasar el precalentamiento que hiciste ayer. El contra la. So básicamente, in terms of género, gender, when we're talking about Spanish words, remember that every Spanish word, every Spanish noun and adjective, that is, has a gender to it. Verbs don't have sex, but when we come to talking about the gender of nouns, 99%, 99% of the time, I have always said, 99% of the time, make it rhyme. See? Well, you ran into a few issues with that, with this particular ejercicio, because there were some funky ones, okay? And so let me talk to you about the 1% that doesn't follow the rules. Básicamente, for the most part, if it ends with an o, for the most part, it is masculine. For the most part, there are some exceptions to the rule, notably la mano, la radio. And we'll talk about some others in a second. And then obviously, if it ends with an a, you make it rhyme, la a. But there are some exceptions to that rule. La cura, la fotografía, which actually is not an exception to the rule. It's the fact that la foto is an abreviado, to use one of your vocab words, abreviado of fotografía. And if you were to write the full word out, la fotografía, then you'll find that it does rhyme. Same for numero uno, la moto. Moto is short for motocicleta. So if you were to have la motocicleta, then that would make sense. Okay. So some other things that you need to be aware of is that when a word ends with ele, such as sal is that white stuff that you put on popcorn. Sal goes with pimiento. Um, so sal is el. Okay, it is masculine, and so when a word ends with, when a noun ends with an ele, it's going to be masculine 99% of the time. If it ends with an n, el sillón, el ratón, it's going to be el salón. It's going to be masculine as well. R, if it ends with an R, 99% of the time, it will be masculine, but very rare in this case. But you would find that with your infinitives. El hablar can be used to talk about the speaking. El correr, the running. So in that particular case, yeah, it would go before the infinitive, and it would be referring to masculine. If it ends with a theta, el capaz, el disfraz would be a costume. So several different el lápiz, el lápiz, and then with a theta. And then there are some other weird ones. And the reason being is because the ones that end with pa, like mapa, ta, like planeta, and ma, like problema, they're actually borrowed from Greek. And in Greek, these endings are masculine. So the Spanish could not just take them and turn them how they wanted them to be. Even though it is with an a, you just have to be aware that it actually is in fact masculine. Okay, so the same thing kind of goes again for your feminines. They end with an or they end with an a. So lo que quiero hacer, Rita, what I want to do real quick is just go over las respuestas, the answers to that for you, because a lot of you asked me about them, and I actually made comments on some of yours as I turned them back in. So numero uno, yes, I know, because I didn't create this, Senor is actually using the real numbers, and it hurts like a headache for me to pronounce these odd numbers, but we're going to get through this. These are crazy times, right? ¿Os gusta la pajarita? Bien. So, número uno, acabo de tener un accidente con la moto. Remember, that's short for motocicleta. So that one actually does fit with our rule. Número dos, el verano. It ends with an O. Nothing weird about that one. Pasado, recorrimos Argentina de norte a sur. Número tres, ¿has traído la cámara de fotos? It goes with our with our rule. Número 4, te puedo enseñar dónde vivimos en el mapa. Here we are, el mapa. Número 5, ¿te importa pasarme la sal? We talked about when if it ends with an L. Número 6, el cura. This is a weird one. El cura de esta iglesia es muy amable. Número 7, emiten el programa todas las noches. Número 8, ¿tienes preparada la foto, es en la fotografía del pasaporte? Número 9, Sara es siempre el alma de la fiesta, Greek word, so it's got to be masculine. Están diciendo por la radio. That's a weird one. It just is. It's feminine. La radio. Que ha habido un accidente. Número 11. ¿Qué tienes en la mano derecha? La mano derecha. Número 12. La pared. La pared. Wall. Pared is feminine. Debería pintarse el blanco. Número 13. Ha ganado el premio a la mejor actriz. Actriz. I know it ends with a thing, but actriz is the feminine version of actor. So there's another kind of a rule that goes with it. If it's the feminine version, kind of like with us, actor, actress. So if it's the feminine version of a masculine living creature, we'll say, then you simply change the gender accordingly. So Beeman es un conejo. Flojo, deja en paz, she was a coneja, right? Okay. Número 14. Tienes que terminar el problema, masculine, de matemáticas. Y 15. No sé muy bien cuál es el tema de la charla. Okay. So espero que te ayude. I hope that helps you out. And I look forward to reading your sentences about